CEO of Ron DeSantis' super PAC is stepping down after reportedly a pretty volatile campaign strategy meeting that nearly ended in a fistfight. Chris Jankowski's resignation letter reads, quote, "Given the current environment, it has become untenable for me to deliver on the shared goal, and that goes well beyond a difference of strategic opinion. For the future of our country, I support and pray Ron DeSantis is our 47th president."
Oh, boy. David Webb is a Fox News contributor and host of Reality Check with David Webb on Fox Nation, and he joins us now. David, good morning to you. Happy Thanksgiving. None of this sounds good for Ron DeSantis, but how much does it actually matter when it comes to the election?
Overall, not really a whole lot. Look, super PACs, special interest groups, people fighting, resigning. This is not new in politics, but it gives the Times, gives others a story to write. And I get that they want to sow the discontent. This is not new, folks. You can go and enjoy your turkey without worrying about the super PAC or the campaign today. They have other issues, in Iowa, in New Hampshire, Poland, where they're running the race to overcome President Trump's lead. But look, super PACs are what they are. They're support arms. And if they have infighting or differences of opinion, it's just like anything that happens on a normal day in America.
The latest Emerson poll has Trump at 64%, Nikki Haley 9%, DeSantis 8%. Vivek 5%, Christie 3%. You live in Florida, David. You're pretty tapped into all this. What are you hearing about the DeSantis campaign on the whole? Not necessarily the super PAC, but on the whole, especially when you look at that poll and you see Nikki Haley is now kind of the second place person.
Yeah, this is interesting. If you add up all of the candidates besides Trump, they still don't even come close. No matter what, the question that I have asked them, and frankly everyone should ask themselves, is how do you overcome Trump's lead in the primary, whether in the caucuses, January 15th, or in New Hampshire or otherwise? It's a delegate battle now, and these candidates don't seem to have a delegate strategy. So no matter what, and frankly, no matter what even I think, unless you're able to garner those delegates, and that's where there may be some attempt to break that apart with the Vanderplat's endorsement, the Kim Reynolds endorsement, it just doesn't seem to be enough to overcome the lead that Donald Trump has.
Okay, well, today, of course, is Thanksgiving. There's going to be a big parade taking place in New York City, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This year, though, there's a pro-Palestinian group that's calling for a protest along the parade route. They posted this message on Instagram. They're called WOL Palestine. They say, as America celebrates its genocidal history of the horrors perpetrated against the indigenous people on Turtle Island, we remind the world that genocide is as American as apple pie. They spelled America with KKK instead of C, just to point that out. Mayor Eric Adams responded saying, "We are not going to tolerate any disruptions." What do you think is going to happen here?
Well, look, are they going to try? Yes, I believe they are, because unlike someone like me who's done protests in New York City the lawful way, the right way, working with NYPD, with the community, group, and making sure things are done right, they're there to disrupt. The question is, where are they going to do this? Are they going to do it down Central Park West? There's small sidewalks. Are they going to try and enter, when you look at the parade routes along 6th Avenue? Where are they going to do this, number one? How are they going to be effective? I certainly hope they're not, but the NYPD will not tolerate this. I'm no fan of Mayor Tracksuit. His leadership, it doesn't exist in New York City, but the NYPD has the best interests of the parade viewers, the people that come to visit, the families, and they're going to try, but I think NYPD should have the latitude to do their job, not be told to simply ignore them as they've done while they riot across New York City.
Yeah, and these protesters said that they were going to gather at 11 o'clock. The parade ends at noon. So I guess this cause matters to them, but just after breakfast. Can't wake up early.
It sounds like they're threatening Santa, because that's when Santa arrives, like toward the tail end of the parade. By the way, on your dig against Mayor Adams, there's no politician who looks better in a suit, save for Gavin Newsom. So I gave 2 Democrats compliments. David, before we let you go.
It's a Thanksgiving
miracle. David, what is your Thanksgiving message?
enjoy the day. Take a few hours, watch some football, spend time with your family, your friends. Argue about the down, the play. Don't argue about the politics. You know, they're trying to gin up these Thanksgiving table, arguments politically. Don't get me wrong, they're going to happen. And if they come, bring it on. But on the other hand, just tune out when you get done with the dinner and you've stuffed yourself. You'll get off the couch, and it will all still be there. Be thankful you woke up in America today like we did, bright and early. You woke up earlier than me, but I'm thankful I woke up. I'm in America. I'm in the greatest country on earth, and I have the right to speak my mind and eat as much as I want.
Oh, amen to that. That is great advice and a great message as well. David, have a great day with your family. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
America.
Thanksgiving.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.